Welcome to Think Big with Dan and Qasim. Join hosts Dan Melnick and Qasim Masood as they explore big ideas, limitless possibilities, and engage with visionaries, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders who dare to dream big, get inspired, motivated, and find practical tips for personal growth. Think big, dream bigger, and ignite your potential.
Welcome to the Think Big with Dan and Qasim. Today, our guest is Aaron. Aaron, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So, Aaron, let us know where you live and what you do.
All right. I live in DFW, Dallas, Fort Worth, and I run a nonprofit that is focused on special needs families.
Awesome. So, what type of families you are helping? Are they homeless or someone else?
No, we focus on special needs families in that when you have a special needs child, we realize mom and dad, brother, sister, you're in. And so what we want to do is offer the support to the families that helps them find the resources they need, the activities they need, and all that goes into that, because this lifestyle is not a 9 to 5, and it continues on after you've been to the doctor, the dentist, the therapist. You've still got to continue on. And so what we want to do is help these families know where they can be accommodated in terms of bridging that gap between typical and atypical spaces.
All right. So, from a more understanding, who are eligible for your help?
Well, we love to help anybody. Of course, autism is a big focus, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, but dyslexia is another one. Anyone that we can help find resources to gain whatever assistance they need, because we don't care if it's an eating disorder or whatever. If you need help, we want to be able to help you, because we also understand that families are in this with you, that sometimes when you're going through these struggles, you can feel like you're alone, but you're not. And we want you to know that you're not. We want you to be able to find what you need to improve.
Awesome. I'm fortunate to interview one Down syndrome guy who was running a business, was an entrepreneur named Johnny Socks. So people can engage this sort of patients in this sort of activities, and I was amazed. Like, he was giving me answer for all of my questions in a very good manner, and he knew the ins and outs of his business as well, which was great. So, are you helping in this way, like how you are helping these people?
Well, what we're being able to do is to help kind of make everybody more visible, because within the special needs space, a lot of times we tend to search for what we need when we need it. And so by being more visible and more available, that's the goal, is that people know what is available to them before they need it. Because I've often asked, where do you take your child for a haircut if they have sensory issues? And the truth is, most people have never considered that. And
Yeah, exactly.
you've never had to, but once you're in this life space, you have to think of those things. Everything that we do now requires a small accommodation, and we don't want families to get so focused on that you lose the ability to be the family. We want you to go out and to still enjoy life, to be a part of things. And we also understand that if you don't take someone to the grocery store, they don't learn how to navigate a grocery store. And it's like that with any space in our lives, that we have to have that exposure and that practice to learn how to navigate what it is we need to accomplish daily.
All right, that makes sense. So, in terms of awareness, because this cause do need awareness as well. Like, people should know about you, what you are doing, and how you are doing, in the ways you can help them. So, how you are managing this part to let people know? Because in business, if we talk about the business term, like, this is part of the marketing, and maybe social media is involved in it, offline marketing involved in it. So, how you are spreading awareness about your work?
Well, social media is a big cue, and I have to give all kinds of credit to my co-founder Joanna for the social media stuff. She's doing amazing there. She's wonderful with the blogs and putting together the videos and promoting our events. And she actually, we began working together. Hank is my son, and she has a son, Richard. We call him Big Rich, and they're 20 years apart. And so she is 20 years further down the road than I am. So she's coming to help me. And in turn, I've got to send the elevator back down to those that are 10 years behind us. And so in promoting all of that, it's the social media stuff, but we also do monthly events that are no cost to our families. So our families can come out and participate in activities that they may not have had access to previously, but also do it while surrounded by other families where no one cares if your child is loud. No one cares if your child is stimming. No one cares, all of that. Just everybody gets to be who they are. And you've got that judgment free space.
That makes sense. Completely makes sense. So, Arun, in this journey, basically, this is a bit about a bit hard journey as well. So, a difficult journey. So, in this journey, were you able to find any aha moment, like when you realized today I did something really different, or maybe you were excited about?
There have been several aha moments in there, but I don't know that they've just kind of organically occurred. There's been nothing that I've thought, oh, we have to now shift to do this way or do that way. It's just been moments of kind of finding what didn't work and then kind of altering that a little bit and finding, okay, now this here does work. But in that process, the aha moments have really come at, I would just use the word stick-to-itiveness. And I heard that growing up a lot, and I always hated the word, and now I go, no, that's what it takes, is sticking to what it is you're going to do and doing it well. And then, as I said, when we're doing the events, the things like that, we're finding that the families are responding. They're now telling friends, and every bit of it's growing. So it comes down to consistency. It comes down to just being able to let families feel seen and heard, so those aha moments take place just a little bit at a time, where, for example, we had an event where we went ziplining, and I had a dozen families come to me afterwards and go, we never would have tried this on our own, but now it's an open door. And it's those little moments of, we're going to try things a little different. We're going to, we're not going to stick to the same scripts that everyone else has. We're going to get out there and do different. And doing that gives us that opportunity to understand that our children, while they may not speak or while their bodies may fail them at times, whatever it is, they're people too. They're in there and they want to do these things.
Well, that's beautiful. So I'm going to change the topic a bit because, in the field, there are a lot of people who wants to do something, but, every day comes with a new challenge. So they just give up and leave their cause. So can you share one moment, one challenge that you have ever faced, like the most interesting one or the biggest one, and how you were able to cope up with that challenge?
Well, I'll give you a personal challenge and a business challenge. The personal challenge is, while being a special needs parent, I still have to accommodate Hank in a lot of these scenarios, which is the child care. It's the attitude. It's the atmosphere that he's in. And so as a parent, as we do this, I have to face the challenge of what he's dealing with on a given day, because he doesn't understand, hey, we have to do this event and this is proper behavior. He understands how he feels, and that's how we go. From a business perspective, the biggest challenge is don't stop. That's kind of the biggest challenge. Is it's very easy, especially with some of these things, the activities and all, to get overwhelmed. And it's very easy to want to throw your hands up and stop. And when you do, you lose all your momentum. You lose, everything that you've built is gone quickly. And we've kind of reached a point now where families are looking for us, and they're looking to be able to go do the activities that our partners are providing. So there's the challenge of, we have to continue to deliver. We have to be better next month than we were this month. And it's a lot of fun, but it's also definitely challenging considering our personal restraints at times.
Yeah, makes sense. Obviously, a human need at least 1% improvement every day. Can completely make sense. So, what was the business-related challenge?
The business-related, like I say, I just don't quit. If you're starting something, if you're building something, don't quit. I think every business owner gets to a point where you feel the weight of what you're doing, or you haven't yet had the success that you want. And so you think, maybe I'm not doing the right things. But it's often time that you have to have in there. And I think so many of us get spoiled with what's at our fingertips nowadays, that we expect well, I've done this for a month. Why am I not Walmart yet? And, it doesn't work that way. We have to put in that time and effort and really build. And it's easy to want to walk away before you actually complete your task. And I would just advise anyone, don't. If you're doing it part-time, understand it's going to take longer. If you're doing it full time, don't be upset at the fact you're not drawing a paycheck. Just know this is what it is, but these are the challenges you have to face. And then you will get over the hump. And on the other side, it's really awesome to see other people, validate that you've done something that they need as well.
Exactly. So, in terms of short-term goals, what you are looking for in next 4 to 6 months?
I would love to be able to have more events on the schedule, and I think in 2026 we're going to try and at least double the amount of events that we've done. And I'd also love to be able to have more of the phone ringing in our direction. It's starting to happen, and that's a good sign, but it's always nice when people are calling you to be a part of what you're doing as opposed to trying to convince people that you're doing something amazing and they should join you. So I think in the next 4 to 6 months, doing as much as we can for our families is the goal, and being able to offer as many resources as we can for our families is always our top priority.
Awesome. So what type of steps you are taking to achieve this goal?
Well, again, we're using the social media, and we've got some plans for some new ideas that we want to toss out there for that, utilizing our individuals that come to our activities. We've got a wonderful family base that I think if we start to implement kind of an ambassadorship program where we have them making our videos as well, it's going to go a long way. But social media is always key. And then, as I said, utilizing our partners to emphasize what they're doing, the blogs and the short form videos where they can say, this is who we are and how to find us.
Awesome. And how volunteers can work with you? Is there any platform where they can register?
All they have to do is come and show up and let us know you want to be a part of things, because one of the things I love about how we do our activities is that we have our business partners come out and almost do a mini resource fair for every event that we do. So we have volunteers that can help, pass things out, that can help guide people in the right directions and help kind of show, hey, parents, if you want to come chill out over here and have our individuals go there and do activities, whatever, just being out there, it's real easy. Just let us know. And we can accommodate everything.
Awesome. That's great. So, at the end, can you please give us the biggest piece of advice for our audience, where our audience is the entrepreneurs and the ones who are planning to be an entrepreneur?
I got you. Here's my biggest piece of advice is going to be, one, don't stop. If you're going to do it, go all the way and keep going. But number two, find someone that can help you remain focused on your why. Because it's very easy for us to begin something and then you quickly want to shift your mindset from the heart and the passion that began your mission, and you want to turn that into a bottom line item. And I recommend try to refrain from doing that. Keep things as focused as you can on that heart and that mission, because that's what's going to drive you, propel you, and that's what's going to make you successful.
Well, that's great, Aaron. Thank you so much for the beautiful advice. At the end, please let our viewers know how they can reach you.
Well, you can go to hanksfriends.org and you can reach me. My email is Aaron, Aaron, at hanksfriends.org, and shoot me an email message, and I'll be glad to meet with anybody and see how I can help.
Well, that's great. So nice of you, Aaron. Thanks for joining us today. It was a pretty good session, and I believe you are doing really good in the society and playing good role. So I wish you best of luck, and we will stay in touch.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Likewise. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.